we interrupt your regularly scheduled obscure game review with this important announcement. It's come to my attention that there was a promotional game brought to the Xbox 360 on October 10th, 2007 for the purposes of advertising the Toyota Yaris. Hey, this is cool! Sonic the Hedgehog! For those who don't know, this is the special stage in Sonic 2 where you run in a tunnel collecting rings and making sure you have enough to get past the checkpoint to finally get a Chaos Emerald. What does this have to do with the Yaris game? Well, apparently someone looked at this and said, let's make a promo game out of this. But that's not a bad idea. And you would be right, but they couldn't let a good idea go untainted. So what did they do? We can't just have them avoid objects, let's add enemies that you can shoot. But for a better understanding, let's just take a look at the game developer's site for this game.
Hop into a Toyota Yaris and drive its crazy tracks loaded with stubborn obstacles, cool power-ups, and intense enemy action.
With cheap hit detection and overpowered attacks.
The relentlessly twisting courses in Yaris might have loops or even be tube-shaped, but the Yaris never has to worry about sliding off track.
Huh, it does plenty of that on the track.
As it defies gravity by scaling sidewalls and going all topsy-turvy.
With a bad camera.
Equip your Yaris with an arsenal of weapons to take out your adversaries, but be careful to avoid enemy fire, because once your shields are depleted, so is the game.
Oh, how I wish. The first thing you'll see are the graphics. Okay, I know this is a free game and all, but this really looks like someone's first day Blender project. The enemies are luchadors on mini bikes, AT-ST toasters, a robot boy design reject, a snake that's burning rubber but not its soul, the signature gas nozzle spiders, and the garbage truck. At least the car looks nice. The tracks are a meandering array of blah and eh. Each of them looks the same, it's just how long you look at them that actually changes. The sound? Well, there's exactly 2 songs in the entire game, the menu theme and the track theme. They're not so bad at first, but after playing for more than 10 minutes on the same track over and over again, it's just plain annoying. Luckily, you can turn it off in the menu. Sound effects are okay, and the occasional guy saying Yaris, just to remind you what this game is really about. The gameplay is where all these other tattered pieces of the game come together in a menagerie of macabre that is Yaris. Controlling the car is done with a left analog stick, including accelerating and decelerating. I use the terms loosely because you're constantly moving forward with no brakes. And you control the gun with your Yaris with the right analog stick. The real kick in the throat happens when you aim your gun. The camera follows the cursor of the weapon. Now let's remember that there are obstacles on this track that are moving at a very fast speed. So not only is your camera going haywire following your gun, but it's made worse with the constant changing of the road. You have to go through each of the 8 ridiculous yet strangely repetitive stages for 3 laps each. At the start of the game, there is 1 car available and 2 to purchase with the coins that you collect on the track. Each can be upgraded with better shields, tires, and weapon capacity. The cars will all handle the same, terribly. Changing the tires doesn't even matter, and for some reason paint jobs for cars are all different prices. Who knew being white could be so expensive? Besides ridiculous obstacles, you also have enemies that come up from behind and pretty much have the ability to take you out of the race. Yes, you do have radar, but with the epileptic seizure that this game is having on screen, most of the time you won't even notice it. You have 8 different weapons in this game. Most are useless and you really only want to use your default gun and the shotgun. These are fired with the right trigger button. Now, you also have auras, which are triggered with the left trigger button. Some of these are like a super bomb that kill all the enemies on the screen, but it costs a life bar of your gauge. The difficulty of the stage gets higher at an alarmingly fast rate. This really curb stomps the fun and makes it a sick game of beat the cheap AI. There's also a number of achievements to earn, but then you will have to admit that you actually played this game for more than 5 minutes. Now during this entire review, I did not once say I wanted Yaris. This game doesn't make me want it any more than before I played this game. As a marketing tool, it fails miserably. You don't know any more about the product after the game than you did before. Even Burger King's cadre of average games actually have people willing to pay Burger King for them. Is this the worst average game I've ever played? No, but it's in my top 10. This could have been a good game, but it snowballed into a mess of broken souls and shattered dreams. There are games that have done promo right, and I will leave you with one of them. Thanks for watching. Later days.
I could tell my friends, but they think I've lost it anyway, that this is just a passing phase, and the running will wither down to the pace I'm supposed to go, in the lines I'm supposed to know. I haven't yet figured out, they all look